Just going to test quickly to see the audio is all working. Everything, if it's a go. Audio input device. It is currently the blue microphone. Yep. I think we are live. So, yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's been a while. It's been a little bit of a break, obviously, for university stuff, but we are here nonetheless. We are gathered here today for the continuation of one of the biggest, arguably the biggest rivalry in Australian sports. It is, of course, State of Origin Game 1, New South Wales versus Queensland. Was planning on starting this like a way bit too early, but we're here. It's very interesting to say the very least about what is going to happen. Sup, pretty boy? So it's so hard to talk. It's so interesting to try to think about this match. It's this series coming that's about to kick off at about 8:10 is in all honesty probably the closest or like most eagerly anticipated series in a while. Obviously, because one of the big focuses on is Queensland. How is Queensland gonna respond after last year's mishap? Who do I reckon is gonna win? Yeah, it's gonna be it's hard to say. But in my as a New South Welshman, I have to back the Blues, but I will feel this match will be incredibly close. I'll have to go, but I'll come back at 8:10. Now it's all good. I think New South Wales by about 8. It's going to be another close affair. But anyways, this series, it's very hard to tell. A lot of interesting decisions coming from both sides of the camp. New South Wales not including Addo Carr. Queensland bringing in such young, prosperous talent currently going on in Queensland. You got Selwyn Cobbo. I love your stream, by the way. Cheers, pretty boy. It's just, there's so much elements that are currently at play with this matchup. It's gonna be very hard. But anyway, first off, we got to get into the team list because there has actually been some changes as to recently. We'll start up with the New South Wales team where all these changes have come about. Starting off here, the back line is pretty much the exact same. So you've got James Tedesco at fullback, Brian To'o and Daniel Tupou on the wings of Katoni Staggs and Jack Whiten. Katoni Staggs making his New South Wales debut. You got 5'8" Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary at halfback. You got Payne Haas at the number 8 as one of the props, and Regan Campbell-Gillard moving from the bench to become a starter for the Blues. Originally, it was meant to be Junior Paulo in this position, but Paulo's been moved now to the bench as Damien Cook is at the hooker role. And the second row consists of Tarek Sims and Liam Martin. Originally, it was going to be Cameron Murray, but not. Liam Martin is now the starting second row with Isaiah Yeo at the lock role. And the interchange consists of Junior Paulo, Cameron Murray, Stephen Crichton, and Ryan Madison. And the injury replacement is Nico Hines. And now the ever-illustrious Queensland team hoping to try to break a 5-year streak tonight. They have not won in New South Wales in about 5 to 6 years. So hopefully they're going to change that tonight for the Queenslanders. You've got Callum Ponga at fullback, Selwyn Cobbo and Xavier Coates on the wing. Xavier Coates and a bunch of other Queenslanders making a big spotlight debut for the Maroons. You got Valentine Holmes and Dane Gagai in the centres. You got Cameron Munster at 5'8" and Daly Cherry Evans at halfback. The forwards, you've got Tino Fasua-Malali and Josh Papali'i in the prop role. You got Ben Hunt at hooker. You got Kurt Capel and Felice Kafusi in the second row, and you've got Ruben Cotter as lock. Another one of the Queensland players making their debut tonight. And the interchange. The workhorse interchange in complete honesty. Harry Grant, Lindsay Collins, Patrick Carrigan, and Jeremiah Nanai. If that doesn't say a stacked interchange, I don't know what does. And Jai Arrow is the injury replacement. Oh, Where's Mitchell? If he's talking about Latrell Mitchell, I believe he's injured. Latrell Mitchell is injured. Unfortunately for them, there's a few players. Obviously, Tom Tavoyev's also out with injury. It's just... But obviously, Jack Whiten being selected. A lot of questions about certain players being picked. For example, Daniel Tupou and Jack Whiten. But I must say, it's going to... Yes. Have you got any same-game multi-suggestions that you take? Right on time, James Intox. Depending on which side of the team you're on, you have got... How good are the Broncos by? Oh, the Broncos and the Cowboys are fantastic at the moment. Like, there is a good reason as to most of the players with Bro Princeton is going to win Go Maroons. Hey, pretty boy. Hello, everybody. This is the multi. This might piss off some people, depending on who side of the coin you're on, but this is the multi that I have. I have Dane Gagai, Katoni Staggs, and Jerome Luai to score, and New South Wales to take game one, paying at $66.50. If I will say, though, Dane Gagai, if Queensland were to win tonight, Dane Gagai and Cameron Munster will be the main guys to come out with it. Obviously, it's a hard game to predict, man. It's a very hard one. I understand, Yeet King, you are probably a bit annoyed about, obviously, this thing. But, hey, I might be wrong. And if Queensland prove me wrong, fair fucks to them. But I personally think Dane Gagai will get the first try scorer tonight. Dane Gagai, a key asset to the Queensland Maroon team. Always been a key player for them ever since he's come into the team. Pretty much one of the experienced players coming in. Obviously, the Knights have been a bit shaky. And then again, also Kalen Ponga, also from the Knights team. With Ponga now playing with people that know how to play the game, hopefully for Queensland, he actually has a good game. So it could warrant the Knights spending a couple of mil on him. It would be very beneficial in all that. But yeah, this game is it's going to be an absolute. It's going to be arguably going to be the best match of the round. Hello, you King. So it's hard to say. It's like this game could go either way. Personally, in terms of Origin, I'm not that fussed. I say this now because in 20 minutes later I might be I go New South Wales to win Yo anytime try scoring a 21 to 30 total match points. This is with Origin they are very much low scoring affairs. It's just I don't know. Game 2 is like in Perth is going to be like I have no idea what's going to happen there. I mean, to be fair, I don't know what's going to happen here tonight, but there's even less of a clue with Game 2. But basically, New South Wales need to win this game so they could try to wrap the series up in Perth because let's just say New South Wales haven't gone well in deciders when they've been up at Brisbane because they have not been good. So if we can look at the poll here, 12 votes already. God damn, paying 48. So that's a good price, James. I know there's a lot of YouTubers up and about. I know Paddy G is at the game. If I actually set a content, we could get like an on-field, like a in-person response. I'm just going to check the poll here. I did see there was a few votes before I started the stream, and they were all towards New South Wales. So I feel like with it has changed. 67% in favour of New South Wales, 33% in favour of Queensland, 2/3. So that's 8 votes to 4, I believe. It's very interesting now because I can actually be as loud as I want. No one is in this house because, interestingly enough, my family are pretty much all up in. They've all gone to the Gold Coast for a holiday, so they're going to Queensland. The first day is when Origin 1 is happening. It is a bit mental, but fuck, I didn't prepare for this. What do I say? Like we got half an hour until the match comes up. It's going to be a hard one to predict. I don't know. Like, if we could get some... I don't know. If we can get some, like... Oh, shit. Hang on. If we could get, like... like like some people in, maybe. I don't know. Just gotta. I've not been. Oh, what the fuck? It's gone black and white. Yeah, my webcam's weird like that. What I might do is I might get some. Get to see what some people's opinions are. But yeah, it's very interesting game. What we could do actually is go through the round 14 tips, because is it round 14 or is it round? I think it's round 14 that's coming up now. It's kind of like this with there's a round of football about to happen. It's a full round of football as well. Yep, round 14. We can definitely go into that while we chat at the moment. So the first game on round 14, the Cowboys against St George on Friday night up at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. It's I think out of all the games, it's the one that's probably the most likely to be completely one-sided. I think it also depends on how many of the Cowboys players are going to be out for Origin, because I believe with St George, Tarek Sims and Ben Hunt are the only ones that are out. But then again, I think obviously with a 2-day short turnaround, I still think the Cowboys should be able to do them. I think the Cowboys should be able to get the win there. Going into Saturday's triple header, you've got the Gold Coast Titans up against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Like, I don't get what's up with the Titans, man. It's like, it's very like flip-floppy. That sounded sus about what they're doing at the moment with the Titans and with the Titans at the moment, because it's hard to say, because they'd have like show bits of brilliance, but then just absolutely kerfuffle it. Like it can turn into a little bit of a problem with it there. But against South Sydney will have a few players out. Obviously, 3-day turnaround. Not too sure how many are going to go up there, but I'm going to stay confident and say South Sydney should take that win. Roosters versus no one's beating Melbourne. Melbourne will win that. Broncos versus Raiders. Raiders have actually been all right over the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I just think that Brisbane... Or do they, though? The question is, so how many of Brisbane's players who are playing Origin will get through? That could be a chance of Canberra getting the win in a bit of an upset, but I'd probably just say Brisbane would win. Now going on to the Sunday triple header, we're getting one of them. We got the West Tigers up against the Manly Seagulls. I think Manly should win. It'll just be their forwards will just pummel over the Tigers like Manly's forwards did when they beat the Warriors. Knights Penrith. Who's going to win that? Penrith will win that. Warriors Cronulla. Warriors just sacked. Nathan Brown walked out has quit the team, so the Sharks should win that. And Bulldogs Parramatta. I think Parramatta should win that relatively easily, but It's hard to say to go into this with the team list for Origin. It's just to go into a little bit of it of details. Like Katoni Staggs, of course, completely deserving into getting the Origin call up for the Blues. Very much deserved. Jack Whiten in the centres. It's a bit of a weird one, I must say. Like, it's kind of hard to try to think about like he's been going okay for Canberra, but I'm not sure about him playing centre. In complete honesty, it's a little bit odd. Even Daniel Tupou, I know Daniel Tupou is a good player, but the Roosters at the moment have been have been relatively quite lackluster over this. They're probably the most underperforming team in the NRL. It's just again, it's another one of these things where it's just too hard to tell about what's... Like, Tupou and White and out of the Blue selections are the ones I question the most. So, yeah. But in terms of the forwards, I think it's... Yeah, why is Jack Washington not on the bench? Oh, my God. I don't know. It's weird. It's so confusing about Jack White, and obviously like a lot of people saying that Addo Carr should be in the team. Like, I think he should be. I know the Bulldogs haven't had the best run of form. If anything, it's one of the worst. But it's Origin. Like, Ponga and Gagai are in there, and the Knights are just... I'm not saying the Knights are hopeless. I mean, they kind of are, but I can say that because I support them. But going into the forward pack, I mean, Payne Haas, Damien Cook, yeah, I mean, their positions are very much safe. Tarek Sims, I think, did really well in Game 1 last year, so I feel like from that performance is why he's being carried over into this series here. Liam Martin and Regan Campbell-Gillard, I think, yes, they should be starting, and I actually quite like Regan Campbell-Gillard because his mustache scares everybody. It very much is one of the scariest mustaches known to exist. So, why they're not starting Crichton has got me baffled, especially when you have the Panthers connection. That is a good point, because they brought Martin on, which is another Penrith player. Because it's almost like, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 6 Penrith players in the starting lineup. So yeah, why don't you just start Crichton? I do agree, James. I do not get why they just don't start Crichton. I mean, you could probably put Crichton honestly in Jack White and maybe bring Jack White on as like some sort of an impact sub. But yeah, Nico Hines, I feel, in all honesty, I think because it was down to Nico Hines and Tyson Frizzell to being the replacement player. I do agree that it should be Nico Hines. I think if Frizzell picks up his form, I mean, he's actually been all right over the last couple of weeks. If he picks it up a bit more, he should be back in the Blues team for Game 2. Yeah, but this Queensland team, I mean, like Selwyn Cobbo, like I saw bloody Andrew Johns was criticising. Andrew Johns was apparently criticising about having Selwyn Cobbo play in the team. Like, yes, he's an immortal, and basically he is the saint of Newcastle, but like, he's a 19-year-old in arguably the best one of the best forms out of anyone in the NRL, and he's under the coaching of one of the greatest backs of all time in the NRL, in arguably rugby league, and Billy Slater. Like, I just don't get it. And why is Paulo on the bench? Wouldn't RCG be more impactful for on the bench? Yeah, I do agree. It's I generally feel like if the Blues do lose tonight, it will be, most of the blame will be immediately put on Fittler for these selections. It's just some of these decisions is a bit baffling. Ben Hunt, I did see a few people talking about how Ben Hunt should be actually the halfback for Queensland, but to be completely honest, that won't happen until Cherry Evans retires. But going into Kirk Capewell's on career best form, it's just the interchange for Queensland. Like, we talk about impact benches. That right there, I might actually have to zoom in on this. Can I stretch it out like this? Yep, I can definitely do that. Like, look at this. Look at this. Hang on. Needs to be zoomed in a bit more. Hang on. Just need to really take that into account. Like, this interchange here. Harry Grant, Lindsay Collins, Patrick Carrigan, and Jeremiah Nanai. It is such an impactful bench. Like, god damn, that is a really good bench. Like, I'd be worried. Like, you got I was listening on because I was driving up from Newcastle back home, and I was hearing Gordon Tallis talk about it. Now, I know it's one of his 2 favourite subjects, talking about Queensland and talking about himself, and he brings up a good point about how Nanai, Carrigan, and Collins all bring this massive impact, and Harry Grant being arguably the fittest player in Melbourne, which is very much true. So we're about 20 minutes away from the scheduled kickoff, but like, and I do agree, James, if Queensland win, it's because of their bench. That's what worries me most as a New South Welshman, is this impact. Like, there are 3 certainties in life. You pay taxes, you will die, and you don't, under any circumstances, count out Queensland in any way. Like, I saw people earlier when all the Blues players were starting to really take off, you know, Pappenhausen, like Latrell, Turbo, all of those players are starting to come up, and people are even saying that, like, oh, the players that New South Wales don't select would beat the Queensland team, but honestly, it's like, how many times have, over the, like, my lifetime, the amount of times we've had it thinking, oh, we're going to beat Queensland, and then Queensland just muster a result out of them like it's nothing. It's the one thing that needs to be kept an eye on from the Blues. Like, it is interesting seeing there's only two new. It's interesting. I'm a New South Welshman, Novocastrian, but the only Newcastle players in this game are the two Queenslanders in Kalen Ponga and Dane Gagai, because obviously junior no, not juniors. Jacob Saifiti and Tyson Frizzell were brought into the Blues team. Which, I mean, junior Saifiti, he's been alright. Like, I mean, I probably would say at the moment he is better than Daniel at the moment, but even still, like, Tyson Frizzell, I feel like, is more of an ironclad statement into the Origin side. Obviously, both of them not selected for the final team. So, basically, what I'm hoping for is a nice game, and Ponga and Gagai don't get injured. Honestly, probably more so Gagai, because, we play Penrith on Sunday. We definitely need all of those players that we can. So, I need to stop this chat from being, like, reset, because it happens every time I click off it. But, again, we are just less than 20 minutes away from this game happening. 15 votes now. I think it's definitely probably more evened up, I have a feeling. Currently 73%. Oh, it's actually gotten more in favour of New South Wales. It's up because oh yeah, there's one thing. People are probably trying to look for match. If you are in Australia and you're trying to find a way to watch this match, there is a method. There's a thing called 9 Now, which is basically some kind of like browser streaming service of Channel 9. If you create an account with them, which is free, you can watch their live TV thing, so you can watch Origin. If you're anywhere outside of Australia, I'm not too certain on how to deal with that, but I don't know, you just gotta stare at this absolute mug. Might as well just get that erased off. It's just a whiteboard which has like things I need to do, and it just says State of Origin Game 1. What other things is there to be brought up? Billy Slater, first match as a coach, because I generally feel like out of the big three for Queensland being Cronk, Smith and Slater, I definitely feel like Slater was probably the most likely to get a coaching role. Obviously, I was about to say, talked about the idea of like, the players who former players don't make good coaches, but usually all of the coaches are all ex-NRL players, so it doesn't really make that much sense. But I am interested to see how this goes, because I definitely feel like if this goes well and Slater goes well for Queensland and restarts their dominance, I can definitely see Slater even taking the Melbourne job after when Bellamy retires in the next 40 years. Like that, Bellamy's been there for ages. Oh, there is stuff happening on the field. It's a course. No, we're not calling it a core stadium. It's ANZ Stadium. They're doing a They've got the Indigenous people out on the field doing a welcome to country ceremony. It is a really good stadium. And also, this actually is a good point. This is actually the first time New South Wales will play in New South Wales for about 18 months. Oh, they've just they had Paul Gallen and Nate Miles come out with the it had Paul Gallen and Nate Miles, because obviously 10 years ago in Game 1 they had a very memorable... I mean, it wasn't really a scrap. It was just Gallen punching him, like, twice. They're doing a pre-game thing. tarp on the ground. But yeah, G'day Bumblebee Tuna, how are you going? Good to see you, Mike. It's good to be back. But the way it's going to be going, I was actually at that game when Gallen and Nate Miles punched on 10 years ago, but I didn't see it. I went to the toilet a minute before halftime, and it happened whilst I was in the toilet, so I missed it. So yeah, what can you say? My timing's impeccable. The Blues went on, and I did like how Gallen held the trophy and carried it out, and Nate Miles had a cattle dog because, I mean, no other words sympathises Origin like cattle dog. Obviously, the famous call from Tommy Raudonikis when he was the Blues coach to start a fight in a scrum feed. So they basically just got some like screen on the thing, and they've basically got like these. It's a metallic thing. It's some like pre-game thing, and they're playing some dubstep. Oh, here we go. Oh well, that's actually interesting because it's weird on the chat here. It's popping up as green jerseys, but on the chat on the side of Streamlabs, it's popping up as blue jersey. That's it's very interesting. So everybody, oh wow, look at all the votes now. We'll see where everybody is repping their state. It is, oh god, oh, we've had a Queensland invasion. It was down to 27% earlier. Now it's at 42%. The Queenslanders have arrived. Oh, still very much even. I will say to everybody who is coming in, trying to find ways to find the match, if you're an Aussie, create a 9Now account. Actually, I'll put it in the I'll put it in the chat and I'll pin it. If you're trying to find ways to watch the match. If you're, oh, hang on. If you got to get the correct grammar in. Hang on. Trying to find a way to watch the match. Go to 9Now and create an account. It's free and you can watch there. Just putting that out there so people are trying to find a way to watch the match, and I feel like Hectic Fred anyways is able to show the match on his Twitch, so just go to him probably. That's probably the main idea. If you're trying to find a way to watch it, just probably go to Hectic Fred. So the Blues team currently on the side warm-up thing. There's a field outside of Accor Stadium where the teams can warm up. Queensland team still in the sheds, about to get ready. We're less than just about 10 minutes away from the first Origin game in New South Wales in 18 months, and also the Queensland Maroons will be hoping to rid a bit of a curse currently going around over the last couple of years, which is that Queensland have not won in New South Wales in about 5 to 6 years. I can't get an exact date on it. Obviously, historically in Origin, Queensland have been the more dominant team. But over the last couple of years, New South Wales has started to change it a little bit. Just change it a little bit. Just a tiny bit. But yeah, we're getting close now. 10 minutes away from kickoff. So, did the poll end? No, the poll definitely shouldn't have ended. Still going here. So currently the poll is at 30 votes. It is 31 votes now. It's still going up. It is currently 61% to New South Wales, but also a sizable majority of 39% for Queensland. I think it's about probably like 21 to 10, I think would be the right thing. So yeah, just looking at the streaming thing, just seeing if anything's going on. Basically, all this is where the scoreboard is. It's just a tab where it goes to like the live chat, so I could look at the polls and stuff like that. But just trying to fix up that the one thing is with problem with Nine now is it's a little bit shaky in terms of in streaming. It can just like stop for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, so anybody looking to try to watch the match, if you are an Aussie, go to the pinned comment and follow that, or go to Hectic Fred on Twitch. Just go to him, basically, because he'll actually be able to show the match. Is that Phil Gould doing the Billy the Kid pot promo? Oh yeah, they've got bloody Katy Perry doing the menu log one. At least it got actually a somewhat good artist. Because they had Snoop Dogg, and it's still the best version, but Katy Perry's still popular, surely? You'd think so. You'd think. But, yep, let's just go through the last bits again before we go into the matchup. First off, with the team list, which I just realised I have to fix up completely because I was making a discussion point about the Queensland bench and I zoomed in fully on it. Okay, there we go. So this is the lineups for State of Origin Game 1, starting off with the New South Wales. Fullback is James Tedesco with Brian To'o and Daniel Tupou on the wing, with Katoni Staggs and Jack Whiten in the centres. You've got Jerome Luai at 5'8" and Nathan Cleary at halfback. Forward, you got Payne Haas and Regan Campbell-Gillard as the two props, with Damien Cook as the hooker. Got Tarek Sins and Liam Martin in the second row, with Isaiah Yeo at the lock roll. Interchange consists of Junior Paulo, Cameron Murray, Stephen Crichton, and Ryan Madison, with Nicholas Hines as the injury replacement. And for the Queensland Maroons, the bloody hey-ho, let's go. But the Queensland Maroons, Kalen Ponga at fullback, Selwyn Cobbo and Xavier Coates on the wings, with Valentine Holmes and Dane Gagai in the centres. Got Cameron Munster at 5'8" and Daly Cherry Evans at halfback. Forwards consist of Tino Fasua Malawi and Josh Papali'i in the prop roles, with Ben Hunt at hooker, with Kurt Capel and Felice Kafusi in the second row, with Ruben Cotter at lock. Interchange consists of Harry Grant, Lindsay Collins, Patrick Carrigan, and Jeremiah Nanai, with Jai Arrow as the injury reserve replacement. As the motorcycles go past, it is pretty much really hard to... I will need to say, there is no game footage here. You're just looking at this cunt. Either go to Hectic Fred on Twitch, who actually does show the match, or if you're an Aussie, you can create a 9Now account to watch it, because obviously Channel 9 has the rights to it. It's like one of 4 games they have. It's the Origin and the Grand Final. So yeah, so we're very close now, and also this is the multi for tonight. And if you're from Queensland, you probably don't want to look at the bottom right, but this is the multi I have on tonight's match. I've got Dane Gagai, Katoni Staggs, and Jerome Luai as anytime try scorers, and the New South Wales Blues to take out Game 1, paying out $66.50. That's pretty much it, basically. So yeah, do those kinds of things to basically, if you just want to watch it. But if you want to look at this cunt just badly try to call it, then I guess fair enough. I guess both teams now in the sheds. It is, I will say, fucking freezing. It's really cold up in Newcastle. God knows how cold it is down in Olympic Park in Sydney. So obviously, how I see this happening, Tedesco, for New South Wales to win this game, it all lies on James Tedesco being the leader among men in this matchup. He has been arguably the most experienced player in Origin for New South Wales. He knows how to win series. He will be the main key for him. And for Queensland, it comes down to 2 players for the Maroons to step up. And that is going to be Cameron Munster and Dane Gagai. Dane Gagai, arguably the best Origin player in recent memory over the last couple of years with Queensland. And you got Cameron Munster, who is a player, like, he pisses off a lot of people, but he's a person you definitely run into a brick wall for. So this game, obviously Billy Slater, his first game as coach in general, and it's his first game for the Queensland match. We are 5 minutes away from kickoff. We're getting camera shots of the Blatchies Blues. Everybody, it's time to get hype. Come on, get up, fucking get up. Come on, slap your legs, put your pants on. It's big boy time, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to find blue. You got the second one, Mike. The second last one you put up was blue. They've got all the pyro, and they've got everything ready to go. So we just got to wait for the two teams to come out. Queensland have not won in New South Wales in 5 to 6 years. They will opt to change that tonight, and you go into Perth with the momentum that even if they don't win Game 2 in Perth, they have to go to Queensland for Game 3 for the decider. But New South Wales, they definitely want to win this match here. 18 months since their last game in New South Wales. Obviously, last year's series locked in Queensland because of COVID. But now, coming back here as the champions, New South Wales 3 times, 3 out of the last 4 State of Origin series won by the Blues. They will very much, obviously, wanted the sweep last year, but it didn't happen in Game 3. God damn it, this, where is Phil Gould? Where is Phil Gould's last word? Where is he? I want Phil Gould's last word. It is not Origin without Phil Gould's last word. The Blues team now coming out to the walk. Are they walking out first? I think they're getting shots of New South Wales. Are they going out first? This is interesting. Maybe they've got their own walkway, maybe. Their own gantry, but I don't know. New South Wales, they haven't seen anything in Queensland yet. And as they walk past of all the great New South Wales players, I think the Blues are coming out first. This is weird. I haven't seen anything of Queensland coming out yet. Or maybe they're holding back, but they're walking past all of the legendary New South Welshmen who have graced the sport of rugby league. Are they coming out first? I think they are. As they're getting this long shot of Tedesco walking. But up Queensland now, back to Queensland in their sheds. As they're getting ready, 80,000. It's a sellout apparently. I don't understand what Fat Vorton's on about. He's saying like Queensland are always the underdogs. I hope Tedesco has bought some new anti-slip boots. I very much hope so as well. So the Blues on a long walk. I think they're getting their own entrance maybe. Oh, they're going from the Centre of Excellence to ANZ Stadium. Here we go. Queensland about to walk out. A lot of questions put on this Queensland team last year, and they will want to get revenge. And it's a perfect place to do it at a core stadium in Sydney. Here we go. Queensland now. We don't want. Here we go. Queensland now exiting the tunnel as they walk out into a sea of boos and a sea of blues, obviously, with their loyal Queensland team as they walk out to 80,000 plus, booing them. I haven't had that to do in a while in person over the last 18 months. There's obviously, I believe the 18th man should be around somewhere, which is the Queensland version of the Batchy Blues. Can you please put it on the TV and we'll watch? Unfortunately, Mona Lisa, I can't because of because of copyright. If you go to Hectic Fred on Twitch, he'll actually have it on screen. Or create a 9Now account. But anyways, the Blues walk out from the Centre of Excellence onto a elevated version as they enter ANZ Stadium. Enter Sam Ringer, but yeah, Mona Lisa, if you could go to Hectic Fred on Twitch, he does show the game. So here we go. Both teams out in the park. We've got to do the national anthems, and they will be underway for Game 1 of Origin. There we are. So New South Wales, 66% win rate for New South Wales in Sydney. Of course they would, because they're in Sydney. I would put it on the TV, Mona Lisa, but for Game 1 last year, the NRL choked me out and killed me basically. Oh, now the stream's just cut out.
The musical returning to Sydney this July.
Good evening. My name is Yvonne Weldon, and I am a graduate.
Oh, they're doing the Welcome to Country.
I'm the elected deputy chairperson of the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council, who are the culture authority under the Aboriginal Land Rights Act for the land we're on. I'd like to pay my respects to all elders, past and present, to all First Nations, and to every one of you.
This is going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. Anything could happen.
In the west and the Georges River in the south. Across this country, there are hundreds of nations.
Missing you at West, yeah.
Connected to this continent for over 65,000 years. My people are the oldest living culture of the world. And on behalf of the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council, the elders...
Oh god, so I've just closed the poll, everybody. 85 votes.
I acknowledge the
God damn it. And Queensland have pulled ahead. 51% in favour of Queensland, 48% in favour of New South Wales. So it definitely was a bombardment of people getting their votes in, but just majority for Queensland there. So
this always was an
who knows what will happen.
land. Go the Blues.
So there we go. Welcome to Country is done. And now we get the anthem. He's getting the pen over there. Cameron Munster. He's going to be a key player for Queensland if they for them to take the win. Gagai as well, another key player for Queensland. Luai To'o. Half the Penrith, about 6 players from Penrith are starting on the Blues team tonight. So about half the team pretty much of the top 13. There we go, the anthem is done. And now it gets into the nitty gritty. Yeah, don't worry, the game hasn't started yet on my stream. It was meant to start at 8:10, but obviously it's taken into... Just gonna check to see quickly if we actually have started the game, because I don't think we have. It's just obviously things get delayed. Oh, but basically we're getting ready for kickoff now, so there might be a little bit of delay in terms of scrolling because I'm watching this on 9 now, which is a little bit delayed from the regular TV stream. So obviously, this isn't the right time, so... Because the game still has not started yet, but it's about to. Queensland will receive the ball first from kickoff. Queensland running screen right. And as we get ready... The 42nd year of State of Origin, or 43rd. There we go. We are underway. Queensland will pick the ball up first. And Papali gets the first carry and he'll get brought down on the 10-metre line for the first tackle. Isaiah Yo's in a lot of trouble apparently. That first hit up. He might be down on the ground now. Papali again getting another carry. So apparently Isaiah Yo is in a bit of a state of wear for New South Wales. But Queensland now on the 25-metre line for the third tackle. Where are you watching this? I'm watching this on 9 now on my phone. It's Queensland now. It's Capewell. Gets brought down on halfway for the last tackle. So a solid set there for Queenslander. Munster with the kick. And it's taken Brian To'o, who takes the first tackle for New South Wales on the 25. So now Jack Whiten in a crushing tackle there of the number 10 of Papali and Ben Hunt. Tupou now, again another selection there, making his debut for New South Wales. Only made it to the 30 for the third tackle, New South Wales. Now Payne Haas. And Payne Haas burrows over Cameron Munster. And it'll get brought down just shy of halfway for the fourth tackle. Now Cook. Oh, the ball's been popped out. It's a set restart for New South Wales. It's touched a Queensland player. 1 minute 40 gone. First tackle for the Blues, 40 metres out. Now Tarek Sims with the ball. Was very good in game 1 last year up in Townsville. 30 metres out for New South Wales. Second tackle. Campbell Gillard was meant to be on the bench, but it's come on to starting. Off to the right-hand side now, the Blues go. They've got numbers. Oh, there's a knock-on by the ball, and Queensland have gotten the ball back. It's Valentine Holmes. And he'll get the ball on the 15 for the 0 tackle. Very tense start this is. You can definitely tell. So 30 on the 30-metre line for the first tackle. Now Kalen Ponga gets his first carry for Queensland. Very key look inside. Gordon Tallis has him as the danger man for the Maroons. And our Papali'i now brought down on halfway for the third tackle for Queensland. They'll shift it off to the left-hand side. Munster pick up the ball. And it's another run there. It's number 13. It is Ruben Cotter. Fourth tackle here for Queensland. They get all the way to the 30-metre line. This is a good set by Queensland. So last tackle here for the Maroons. 30 metres out. Munster doesn't know what to do. He goes for a bit of a banana kick. It's a crossfield kick. To'o tries to go for it. He takes it well. And it'll get brought down on the 15-metre line for the first tackle for the Blues. So they've got 3 minutes gone here. So basically this will be about 30 seconds ahead. So second tackle now onto the 20. And it's again, To'o again gets brought down on the 30-metre line for the third tackle for the Blues. Kind of doing this one-up stuff. Please a moment, fourth tackle as that his Tupou gets the run. Now Tedesco going on a run. And he'll get to halfway for the last tackle for the Blues. And now Cleary will get the kick. There's a lot of pressure on the people taking hits. That's a big tackle on Xavier Coates, who gets brought down on the 20-metre line for the first tackle for Queensland. They're going to shift off to left. That's Valentine Holmes. One of the many players from the Queensland teams in the NRL who have been on brilliant form at the moment. Now number 11, Kurt Capewell, gets brought down on the 30. Another Cowboys player himself. Now Munster out to Fasua Malawi on the 35 now for the fourth tackle. Munster. Almost a breakthrough there for Capewell, but he gets brought down on halfway now. Last tackle for Queensland. Now Cherry Evans with a kick. And it's going to go to the other side. It'll be taken by Tedesco. And Tedesco will now go on the run, and he'll get brought down on the 20 for the first tackle for New South Wales. Now, New South Wales, I hope to see Stags let loose. 100%, Mike. I hope to see all of the players get loose. There we go now. Second tackle on the 25. Now, Tupou runs straight. Tupou getting a lot of hit up so very quickly in this game. Now the Blues now getting some good run meters. They're now on the halfway for the fourth tackle. They're potentially going to shift it to the left-hand side now. Luai with the ball. They've gone for a switch, and Luai trying to break through the gap, but it's a good run nonetheless. 35 metres out. Last tackle for New South Wales. Now Cleary with the kick. Looks too heavy. And Ponga will take it inside the try area. So it's going to be a 20-metre restart for Queensland and a 7-tackle set. And Coates gets brought down on the 0. Honestly, in NRL, that'd be a penalty, that tackle, but fair enough. So first tackle now on the 35 for the Blues. Here's Gagai. Gagai, a key asset for Queensland. They're going to get it off to the left-hand side. Tina Vasua Malawi. Bit disappointed with the way the times have gone at the moment. He will want to take his vengeance out on the Blues. Now Cherry Evans. Cherry Evans has broken through the gap. It's a good run. He's got brought down 20 metres out from the try line. Fourth tackle. Queensland with the first potential big attack of the game. And it's a grubber kick. And it's too heavy. And it'll be a 20-metre restart for the Blues. But a great opportunity there for Queensland. As Ben Hunt went for the grubber to bring in Valentine Holmes to try to get a try. But it was just too heavy. And now we can breathe. It's been about 6.5 minutes and I've only just been able to breathe. So here's a 0 tackle now for the Blues as Jack Whiten takes it onto the 30-metre line. God, wait. Oh, the stream just keeps buffering. There we go. Payne Haas now past halfway. It's a first tackle. So it's a big run there by... So second tackle now for New South Wales, 35 metres out. Oh, that looked a bit closer. But how can I watch the game? If you're an Aussie, you could create a 9Now account on your browser. Or you could go to Hectic Fred on Twitch. He has the game showing. So me and Martin now with the ball, 10 metres out. Fourth tackle, a big chance for New South Wales. That was a set restart for the Blues. Luai, over the top, gets it off to To'o. To'o with the ball. And he'll get brought down 15 metres away from the try line for the last tackle. Big chance for the Blues. Now Cleary with the kick. Tupou. Knock on New South Wales, so Queensland will get the ball for the scrum on the 10-metre line. So, no, it's a tap, actually, yep. Now Coates taking the first hit up for Queensland. So 8 minutes have officially gone in this game. And no, everyone's really tense. Everyone is tense, of course. I mean, it's Origin football. Now Papali'i now with the ball. He'll get held up just shy of the Queensland 40-metre line for the third tackle. Munster gives it to Ruben Cotter. Cotter there now just shy of halfway for the fourth tackle. Now for Sua Malawi. Gets slammed by the Blues and has just crossed halfway. It's Damien Cook who lifted him up. Big ups Cook. Last tackle there in Queensland with the kick. And again, it's going to be targeting Tedesco all night for Queensland. And it'll probably be the same thing with the Blues targeting Ponga. So going off to the right-hand side now, as that is Jack Whiten getting brought down for the second tackle on the 30-metre line. Again, they're going to shifting it off to the left-hand side, as that is Daniel Tupou. So third tackle now for the Blues is on the 40-metre line. Now that's right on halfway for the Blues. It's Regan Campbell-Gillard, fourth tackle. Oh, that's a knock on by Isaiah Yeo. So the Blues have gotten the ball. Queensland have gotten the ball now. And Queensland trying to drag him out. And he's out. Katoni Staggs. Is that a penalty? Or he's out? No, it's a penalty to Queensland. So, unfortunately for the Blues, Queensland, the referee called held and has dragged him out. It's obviously a penalty to Queensland. As they get a shot of Billy Slater and some cunt's chin or elbow. So here we go. 30 metres out. A full set of 6 for Queensland. Tina Malawi getting the first carry. Now 25 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. Cherry Evans gets brought down to the 10 here. Second tackle. This is a huge chance for Queensland to get the first points. Ponga now with the ball. Fends it off to Capewell. And Capewell will get brought down 5 metres away from the try line. Hunt trying to go himself. Cherry Evans to Tino. And Tino's lost it. That was a big opportunity there for Queensland. But unfortunately, Tino couldn't hang on to that pass. It was a bit of a quick pass to say the very least from Cherry Evans. So it's going to be a scrum feed to the Blues on their 10-metre line. He's tried to take it back and he's popped it out, unfortunately, for the Queenslanders. I will say, Tina Malawi's hair is majestic. It is beautiful. So 2 errors each, 11.5 minutes gone. So here we go. Here is the first scrum feed for the New South Wales. Is it the first scrum? I think it is for the Blues, yep. And again, Munster's just is a piss missile. He always just runs and just says, I'm getting you, you cunt, and fucking goes into him. So Katoni Staggs now getting down onto the 25 for the second tackle. Now Payne Haas, now Papali'i getting the elbows in. Onto the 30-metre line for the third tackle. Isaiah Yeo now gets past the 40-metre line, still inside of the Blues half now. Fourth tackle as we just cross over the 12-minute mark. Tarek Sims now gets the last carry of the set. 45 metres away from the try line. Cleary with the kick. And Ponga to take the take, and he does. And he gives it off to Selwyn Cobbo. That is a danger man for New South Wales to look out for. Obviously, Selwyn Cobbo, arguably the best formed winger in the game at the moment. Oh, it's a knock on by Queensland. Valentine Holmes has lost it on the 25. And now Wyden with the ball to To'o. And To'o gets brought down 15 metres away from the try line for the 0 tackle. And just like that, momentum has completely changed. And the Blues now have a chance. It's a set restart, I think. Yep, set restart. 0 first tackle, actually, no. Luai. Out to the wing. Oh, almost an interception by Coates. So, double knock on. First knock on off Queensland. So, it's a scrum feed 10 metres out for the Blues. Xavier Coates went for the interception. In all honesty, if he does maintain momentum on that, he's gone. But it's a scrum feed now for for New South Wales, 10 metres out from the try line. And again, big chance here for the Blues to potentially get first points in this Origin match. Ponga with a take. He actually wraps up Cleary. Fair play to him. 10 metres out. First tackle for the Blues. Regan Campbell-Gillard now 5 metres out again. They're just doing one up straight up the guts of Queensland. Cock now to Payne Haas. Payne Haas now with the ball. Trying to feed it off to the side. Luai. Whiten! And Whiten has scored. I'm definitely ignoring that popped up like 5 seconds beforehand. And there we go. The first try of Origin 2022. And it's Jack Whiten of all people to get the first try. So there we go. I don't know how to deal with this. I might need to There we go. Just cuts in, sucks up the wing attack, and there we go. Jack Whiten, one of the players I definitely criticised of his selection, but just like that, the pass to Luai over to get to Jack Whiten, burrows in past Cobbo and Gagai. And there we go, Jack Whiten getting the first try of Origin football. There we go, 15 minutes gone. It is 4-0 to the Blues. Obviously, they've got to do a kick to confirm. Yep, there's no way there's appealing. No. I was thinking maybe, if Cherry Evans got obstructed, but there's no way. So there we go, 4-0 to the Blues with a kick to come. I wonder how much Jack White was paying for first try scorer. But there we go. So we can finally breathe after 15 minutes. I might need to keep my my thing over the mouse. Can we watch? Winning, pinning. Unfortunately, I can't show any of the game here on YouTube, unfortunately. But if you go to Hectic Fred on Twitch, he actually is showing the game. Unfortunately, I can't show it. This is if I show for like even like a split couple of seconds, like YouTube takes it down. Papa Lee's just come off the field for Queensland. Here's the kick attempt by Nathan Cleary. He's missed it. He's hit the post. So after 16 minutes, it's going to remain 4-0 to New South Wales. So very interesting play there. But sorry, there's the ad break. So just okay. So sorry about this. So just playing the ads at the moment. So what I might do is I'll keep us up to date on the time, because obviously that try was spoiled. But here we go. There's kickoff. We are back underway for game one. And when does Cleary miss? That's a Hines special. It was a bit of a shit low-driven kick, and it looked like it was going in, but then it curled at the last second to hit the post. And now that's Tupou now on the 15 for the third tackle, actually. What do you think the score will be? I was thinking something along the lines of like 18, probably like 16-12. I think that was what I was thinking my score is, Telesia. I do apologise, everyone, I can't show the game. Make out, if you go to Hectic Fred's Twitch, he should be showing the game. Last cycle there for the Blues. And the kick's a bit dodgy, but it gets to the 20. And here's a big run by Xavier Coates. He'll get to the 30 for the first tackle. As we are now 17 minutes gone into this matchup. I might just do that. I was thinking 24-18 to the Blues. Yeah, that's also a very good pick. I really should put a tag thing saying go to Hector. Hey, he can't stream the game. Yeah, it is unfortunate. I should have done this on Twitch. I probably would be able to do it. But Queensland now entering the half. 40 metres away for the try line now. Fourth tackle for Queensland. Munster gets it off to Tina Fasua Malawi. And Fasua Malawi will get held up on the 30-metre line now. 30 metres out from the try line. Last tackle for Queensland. Cherry Evans with the boot. There's a lot of pressure on To'o. And To'o takes it brilliantly and gets brought down for the first tackle. Bro, I can't believe the Broncos are fourth. Neither. Carrigan, I think Carrigan has just come on for Papali'i, and he's just made absolute pit. Who's winning so far? Currently, it is the Blues winning 4-0. Make out. So here we go, Billy Slater just looking at the moment. Fourth tackle for the Blues on the 35-metre line. Payne Haas now with the ball. And he'll get... Oh, they're talking to the coaches right now. Bloody hell. Ponga now with the ball after that last tackle kick. And Ponga will get brought down on the 35 for the first tackle for the Maroons. So apparently they're talking to Billy Slater right now. Like, go Blues watching in Papua New Guinea. Yo, shout out to big ups to Papua New Guinea. So third tackle now, 40 metres out now for Queensland. Ponga with the ball. Ponga's going to pass off to the number 3 Valentine Holmes. And it's fourth tackle now for the Maroons. That's a 6 again. A set restart now for Queensland. That is a big chance. I'm not just watching this stream and also watching the game and watching the Michael Jackson documentary. Oh, there's a knock on. I think it's a knock on or a forward pass. Hang on, I need to just do something quickly. Hang on, I'll just be just a second. Sorry about that. Basic. It's just for those who don't know, my family is currently on holiday at the moment. They're basically on the drive up to the Gold Coast, and basically I've been getting like about 50 or 60 rings from them, so I do apologise for that. But okay, fourth tackle now for Queensland. Thank God nothing happened. I do apologise for that. So Queensland going for an early kick. Munster potentially going for a 40-20. It'll roll into touch though, and Tedesco's got some things to do. It'll get brought down inside the 10 for the first tackle. Okay, Luai now straight from dummy half from that second tackle. He gets to the 25. Is that 25 to the third tackle? So Queensland's defense has actually been all right in terms of the midfield. It's actually both teams very solid. I got a Blues jersey for my birthday today. I'm also a Newcastle Knights jersey. Now that is sick. Stags now with the ball. It'll get brought down 40 metres away for the try line for the last tackle. The first big carry by Katoni. Now Cleary with the kick. And Cobbo instantly getting met by one from that kick. Oh, here we go. Xavier Coates is limping really badly. This could be a problem for Queensland. Xavier Coates is in a lot of pain after that wrap-up tackle on Katoni Staggs. That's number 15 for Queensland. That is Lindsay Collins. And Ben Hunt's now come off. What's going on? The games are going really quickly, and Queensland have made about 3 subs in the last 10 minutes. Actually, in the last 5, in all honesty. To'o takes the ball inside the 10 from that last tackle, and he gets brought down on the 10. Haven't seen Staggs that much. Yeah, that is true. He hasn't gotten that much of the ball. Jack White now on the ball on the 15. Going to the 25 for the third tackle. That's the thing. Queensland have been really good at keeping the Blues not getting too many line breaks. I've been very good at that at the moment. As a third tackle on the 30. Oh, hang on. Junior Paulo has knocked it on, apparently. So Queensland have gotten the ball here. So Queensland 30 metres out. The Blues have actually... what happened was, I think it was an incorrect play of the ball, and Queensland will get the ball 30 metres out. Pace is slowed about 5%. Yeah, pretty much. So here we go. A big chance for Queensland to get a try here. 30 metres out from the scrum. So here we go. Onto the right-hand side they attack. Cherry Evans with the ball. Is Xavier Coates injured? I'm not too sure, but he was limping really badly, so he might be off. I'm not too sure, pretty boy. Second tackle now for Queensland. 10 metres out. They'll go to the left-hand side now. Cameron Munster with the ball. Almost breaking through. He's now 5 metres away now. Third tackle. And it's a set restart for Queensland. That's a number 16. That's Carrigan. And Carrigan just short of the line for the first tackle. Oh, Queensland's lost it. And it's a penalty. What? Oh, yeah, I mean, actually, to be fair, yeah. Penalty to Queensland for the offside. There was about 10 Blues players offside, off the line. So here we go. Queensland will get another set. Honestly, go for the try. Harry Grant's now on the field. Carrigan's on the field. Collins is on the field. So Collins now brought down 5 metres short of the line for the first tackle for Queensland. So we're 25.5 minutes gone into this game. Harry Grant gets held up and they'll go back to the 10. Collins now 5 metres short of the line again. Third tackle for the Maroons. They'll shift it off to the left-hand side. Munster. Holmes almost bobbling it, but he gets held up. Fourth tackle now for the Maroons. They're on the far left side. They're going to shift it out to the right. Cherry Evans. To Ponga. Ponga to Gagai. And Gagai almost dragged out of play. That's a good tackle by White now. Last tackle for Queensland. Cherry Evans with the crossfield kick. They've gone to the left. That's touched by the Blues. I play for the Knights junior team. I've suffered a bad hamstring injury. Ah, fuck. So it's Blues ball, second tackle on the 30. I swear there was a knock on by a Blues player. The commentator's even saying that yes, there was. Yeah, I think that was a knock on by the Blues there, and the ref just didn't call it. Toto now with the ball. Gets brought down on the 35 for the fourth tackle. Now Paulo. Pass to nobody. Oh, the Blues are in a bit of trouble here. Queensland have got the momentum here. Last tackle on the 35 for the Blues. It's just not gone well. And Cleary with the kick will be taken by Ponga on the 20-metre line. That's a big slamming tackle there as Ponga gets brought down on the 40-metre line for the first tackle for Queensland. It's just been onslaught for the last several minutes for the Maroons. Yep. Oh, Carrigan with a massive run. He's now 25 metres out. Fourth tackle. They're saying Coach just did a hit up and he can barely run. So there's a possibility Coach could be called out for the rest of the match. 15 metres out. Last tackle for Queensland. Munster to Cherry Evans and he's fallen down. And it was a big race by Jack Whiten. Here we go. Jeremiah Nanai is on the field for Queensland. He's just come on to replace Xavier Coates. A high shot? A high shot? What? There's no way that's a high... It's basically... Cherry Evans has gone down and Wine's trying to tackle him and he's slapped him. Surely that's not a penalty. Basically, yeah. Cherry Evans slides down. Wine's arm does this. There we go. Captain's challenge has been ruled out. It was just a slap. There's not enough contact to warrant. Obviously, if it was an arm, then maybe. But no, it is not. But there we go. Xavier Coates. I think his ankle has been crushed by Katoni Staggs. And I believe that it's going to be Xavier Coates' night done, unfortunately for him. So Capewell is now in the centre. Is now centre for Queensland. Valentine Holmes is now on the wing, and Nanai comes into the second row. I mean, that's a player you want to come on. So fourth tackle now. I think it's third tackle now for New South Wales is Isaiah Yeo now with the balls. We're currently just about to reach the 29th minute. But Carrigan, ever since Carrigan's come on, Queensland have had a lot of momentum in this. Last tackle halfway as Madison gets the run, and now here's the kick from Cleary. And this will be the take by Valentine Holmes, who is now the winger to replace Xavier Coates. For the first tackle on the 30-metre line. Now second tackle now for Queensland. They're on their own 40. Felice Kafusi now with the ball, and it'll get brought down on halfway. This is a quick set by Queensland. That looked forward. I'll be honest, that kind of looked forward to Munster. Carrigan now gets the ball. It'll be brought down 35 metres away from the try line. Now, it's Ponga. Queensland have got numbers. Oh, and it's a forward pass by Queensland. And Andrew Johns does not like that call, actually. I think Andrew Johns might be back on drugs. That's forward by like fucking 3 metres, Andrew. What the fuck are you on about? Capewell's basically pushed it to Valentine Holmes about 3 metres forward, and he's like, oh no, that exited his hands backwards. Can't the fucking NFL, that was basically a forward pass from the NFL. Like, I think Andrew Johns just is, oh. I love you, Andrew, but fucking hell. I thought Luai just lost that. But alright, Cleary's gotten the ball. And he'll get brought down now. The game's taken a bit of a halt, really. I can definitely feel that. So now, Liam Martin now for the Blues on halfway for the third tackle. So Cameron Murray now, and he gets to 35 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. They need to take Junior Paulo off. Every pass that Paulo has made for the Blues, every pass Paulo has made has just gone to the ground. Oh, God damn it. No, hang on. No, this stream is messing up. Play. Queensland got the ball, okay. Yep, there we go. It's official. Xavier Coates has suffered an ankle sprain, and that is going to be the end of... And they've just said Xavier Coates is out. So last tackle here for Queensland on their 40 is Carrigan. Carrigan's been a fantastic player for Queensland since coming on. And here's the last tackle kick by Munster. I think Tupou should have left that. That was going out in the full. So here we go, on the 25-metre line for the first tackle of the Blues, as we're now 8 About 7 minutes away from half time. So Toto now with the ball. And he'll get brought down on the 40-metre line inside of the Blues half for the third tackle. Now Luai. Crichton's now on the warm-up bikes. So halfway line, fourth tackle for the Blues. Cook to Yo. And Yo will get brought down 35 metres over the try line. Last tackle for the Blues. Cleary with a kick. Take by Tupou. It's a pass off. Oh my God! What? Wait, is that not a try? Was that a forward? What? Oh, it's a forward pass. Oh, I thought it was a brilliant try. Tupou with the take. That's probably just forward. Tedesco almost scored a try. What's the score like? Only one try has been scored, Gabong, and it's to the Blues. I thought the Blues just scored then, but unfortunately, it was just a forward pass by Daniel Tupou to Tedesco. Oh. So what's going on here? Whose ball is it? Oh, but Harry Grant's gone to pass the ball and a Blues player's tackled it, so it's a knock-on by the Blues. Yeah, it's fair. So we've got about 5.5 minutes remaining in this first half. So on the 30-metre line, the Queenslanders will get the scrum feed. Capel almost getting a pass out to Ponga, but Capel will get brought down for the first tackle on the 40-metre line. Now Kathusi. Oh, here comes Queensland now. Cherry Evans trying to get a run through, and he'll get brought down on the 45. It's inside of the Blues half now. Third tackle. Ponga. Flat pass to Cobbo. Cobbo with a grubber kick. And Gagai's just scored for Queensland. We might have to check this, but there's a possibility. But Queensland have scored. Oh, hang. They might have to check this. Selwyn Cobbo. Grubber kick. Yep, that's a try. Dane Gagai, with about 4 minutes remaining, has scored for the Queensland Maroons. And they've gone immediately to ad break, and now it's the stream stuff. I swear 9 now is actually just shit. But anyways, there, Queensland have gotten a try 4 minutes before half time and have potentially is potentially about to take the lead. But one thing we can do is we could reveal that because Dane Gagai has scored. We can reveal that. So that's one tick done. That's one try scorer we need for tonight. But just like that, out of nothing, Queensland get the try. So I believe it should be a try. It should be try confirmed, I believe. I don't think there's anything really that they can bring it up on. Hey, that's interesting, Andrew. Didn't you say Selwyn Cobbo shouldn't be in the team? Yep, it's a try. Valentine Holmes with the conversion attempt to take it and make it 6 points to 4. And he's got it. Queensland have taken the lead. That's yeah, I would like to say that came out of nowhere, but by the way things have been going in this half, it's very much relatively deserved. I mean, ever since Carrigan came on for Queensland, it's really been open play, so the Blues need to do something. Because now Queensland are going into the sheds with all this momentum unless the Blues can somehow get a try in the relative next couple of minutes. So there we go. 3 minutes 20 remaining in this first half. And the Blues were leading the most of the way, but now Queensland have gotten a try. Just really confused by that try. I'm just really confused by the Blues in this last couple of minutes. So Carrigan now with the ball onto the 25. Carrigan basically has just completely changed this match. Now that is the number 13 to Ruben Cotter. Now they're on the 40 already for the third tackle. Oh, it's a knock on, but it's a mistake by Queensland. So 40 metres out, the Blues will have the ball. And I believe, yeah, Queensland have used all their challenges, haven't they? So 2.5 to go, remaining in this half. The Blues, if they can get a try here, then they could go up potentially 8-6 or 10-6 up. Blues, they're going to the right-hand side now. They've got numbers. Tupou now brought down 25 metres away from the try line. And it's a set restart anyway, so this will be the first tackle 20 metres out for the Blues. This will probably be the last set the Blues get in this half. Cleary gets a pass out. That's a big run. I don't know who that was. I think that might have been... It's Tarek Sims. Another set restart, and it's a try! It's Junior Paulo, the big beefy boy from Parramatta, has gone over, and Junior Paulo gets a try. He's been a bit shaky in this first half, I will admit, but just like that, it is 8-6 to the Blues, with the try from big boy Junior Paulo. There was but we'll say, a brilliant run there by Tarek Sims to basically set that up. And there we go. We'll be basically going into the break with the Blues on top. Oh. What? What are they checking? Obstruction? They're going to check to see if it's an obstruction by Cameron Murray. It's no try. It is the right decision, to be fair. So there we go. It's no try. So it's going to remain 6 points to 4 to the Queenslanders. And it will be a penalty to Queensland. But if that's the case, then why did Brisbane... I swear the obstruction rule is probably one of the ones where it's like really confusing. And the only reason it probably got brought up is because the players made a fuss about it. Like, it's just, it's interesting. So 1 minute 20 to go. And hang on, I need to update this. It is no try, so it's still 4-6 to the Maroons. But Junior Paulo getting some play, so the game's still going. There's about a minute remaining. So please just ignore this timer. It is not half-time yet. Oh, it's just interesting, these decisions. It's the right call, and I understand that, but it's just like... It's just... They should know better than to stop in the line. That is true. Just the amount of obstruction, I don't know. I don't know why I'm salty. It is the right call. So here we go. Last tackle for Queensland. They've gone for a field goal. And he's missed it. So Munster's actually just missed it from like 20 metres out. And it's a 20-metre tap, and it's like 10 seconds to go. And that's going to be a few seconds to go. Sinus out of the Blues are going for an attack. Tony Staggs with a kick over the top. There's a big chase. And Queensland will bat it away. And that will be the end of the first half. Queensland on top somehow. The amount of players that have had to come off because of limping, Queensland with their bench has really revitalised this game and has made it 4 points to 6 at half time. It's been a very expected Origin half, very low scoring, not a lot happening in terms of attacking prowess, but that one try set up by Selwyn Cobbo was just out of I like to say out of nowhere, but it wasn't. Like, it was a really weird decision. Just not decision, but just really weird bits of momentum there. But anyways, that is going to be the end of the first half. I'm just going to go for a quick breaks for like a couple of minutes so we can try to analyse what has just happened in this half. And so, yeah, we'll be back for the second half. So, see you later. Hey guys, I just got to do this. I just got to say something quick. I'm very sorry, but I've had to. I'm gonna end this stream now. Basically, something has happened. Basically, whilst I was in the break, and I need to go do all that. I'm very sorry that I have to do this. I just a lot of things have happened. So I'm very sorry, but I have to end the stream, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you all for watching.